Good morning. Would you believe this is the 6th of August already? Anyways, lots of updates going on, lots of things happening. Got the chickens and the ducks out there, the ones that are left. My cousin Heather complained about the young rooster, so she sent a hawk here to eat him, and so he's gone. I only have the the one hen laying right now, the black one. But these 18 that I've kept, they are just about to the laying age. They should be start laying any day. The ducks over here are in their pool. They're having a blast. Every day we fill that full of water, and it's either brown or gone when we come back. So they enjoy it thoroughly. If you get too close, they'll get out of the pool. We thought we had one male and 5 females, but as it turns out, as so much of my life is, I believe we got 1 female and 5 males. So, but it's okay because ducks they mate for life, so they will just be fine. And, she'll pick out one mate, and that'll be it. And then we can, I have the incubator, so we'll start incubating some eggs for her, from her, and we'll they come back. The duck that honks is the female. The other ones that clack are all males. So that's how you tell. Anyways, the weather's been kind of chilly. It's been getting down in the low 50s at night, which is still a lot better than the 30s and the 20s. So we'll take it. It'll be all right. Highs have only been up in the mid 70s, so beautiful weather. It's we had a parade yesterday down in Wells. It was their old home days, so we went down with the fire truck for that. Another guy took another truck. He broke his truck. So there's some more tomatoes growing. I need to get the weed eater out and weed eat this. I'm gonna give you a shot of the river this morning. The water table's low. Everything's running a little slower. Although it's up a little bit. We've had some storms a couple days ago. Lots of lightning. Actually had a house nearly hit. It actually came down the pine tree. The lightning hit the pine tree, came down the pine tree, blew out the ground around it, threw a rock through the window of the house. So it was interesting. I lost my exhaust fan, so I had to open up the upper doors to let some of the heat out. So it's a little noisier on that side of the aisle. Get a good glimpse. I'll show you all I got tomatoes that are growing all through here. These tomato plants came up voluntary. Of course, I do bring down tomatoes for the chickens to eat, and so they deposit the seeds, and voila! I had the tractor running a couple weeks ago, first time in a while, and it was doing fantastic. We've got, get down here a little bit closer, a little harder to see with the vegetation growing up, but the waterfall is still flowing. You see the mist coming off of the water as it goes. We have obviously there's some more rock showing, lesser flow. You can see that, pretty obvious. Been having some fog. It's foggy this morning. There's the old rooster crowing. He's just making noise. Why? There's the ducks running back and forth. The one straggler back there is the female. You can see her. She's kind of sitting there by herself. The guys are off doing their own thing. Clear sky. Supposed to be a beautiful day today. So we'll take it. Been kind of nasty. It was really hot, really humid. And then we got the storage come through. Everything cooled back down like it's supposed to be. Just loud out there now. So we're back inside. Things are a little quieter. Got a new laptop. The company thought they were doing me a favor. My main computer started locking up. It won't load anything really anymore. It's old. It's probably 15 years old, so it's died off. And it just was time to replace it. So they were looking for a computer, and I said, well, why don't you just get a laptop? Because really, everything that I do, I'm not storing a lot of information. I'm just writing reports. So they said, that's a great idea. So they found one in the office, and they boxed it up, shipped it right away. Well, the problem was, it had somebody's password on it, so it was locked. It was set up for the office in Canada's Wi-Fi, and they're through their domain. And they sent it to me and said, "Can you fix that?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Me?" So we got it plugged into the internet. I got it loaded into the with the passwords, and they remotely can get into it, and it fixed it. And now I'm dealing with just better than dial-up internet trying to load stuff into this computer. It's just a little steps at a time. Do a little bit here, a little there, and you go on from there. All right, so we'll get into a little bit of what's been going on health-wise. I had a stress test back in August, or no, July. This is August. So I had a stress test done about 3 weeks ago. And at the time of the stress test, we were dealing with a lot of the Canadian smoke, so we had really bad air. It was difficult for me to breathe to start with. So I went into the stress test. I thought I was doing okay on it. When he was over in the chair going, shut it off. And the doctor's going, nope, we're cutting it off. And I'm like, whoa, what? He said, you can't breathe. And I said, well, no, I couldn't breathe when I walked in here. So I failed the stress test. They immediately then set something up for a heart cath, which it did the following week. Did the heart cath. They go through your wrists. Well, they did for me. They went through the wrist for the heart cath, although they do the bikini wax, just so you know. But they went through. Everything looked fine. There wasn't much noticeable change in 6 years. There were some some more abnormalities with the heart valve, but nothing treacherous, nothing scary, nothing. They weren't worried and concerned with it at all. They figured I was going to have do a stent or something, but didn't happen. As far as blockages go, no blockages. And the worst they saw was 20% block, and they said that's nothing. So off I went. We're back to doing what we were doing. When I went to do the follow-up with the regular cardiologist, he was like, well, how are you feeling? I said, I feel fine. I said, I think I'm flipping back and forth into AFib. And he said, yeah, that's what's happening. You're flipping in and out of AFib. And I said, I could, and there's some people that can feel that, some people can't feel that. I can feel that. And I really feel bad when I do that. One of the good things was they said there was minimal trace amounts of congestive heart failure. So the heart failure is not as bad as they had anticipated or had thought it was. Although heart failure is a little different than congestive heart failure is different than the cardiomyopathy that I have, the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And so the difference, basically, the heart can't pump because of a congenital heart defect and a heart disease that's that way, instead of having congestive heart failure. Not a doctor, don't understand all that, don't understand what the difference is, but so it's heart disease, but not heart failure. Whatever. So basically, it was good. It was good news. It was things are looking okay. Made me feel a little better. Didn't make Juanita feel much better because we have no answers to what's going on. But because I run out of steam, I get tired. I get exhausted every day, and what they're saying is take a nap. And I was like, okay, I can nap. That's not a problem. But so I have to watch it that way. It is what it is. But as far as not in any arrhythmia right now, so things are doing good. The problem is with the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and the arrhythmia on top of that, I could throw a blood clot. And if I throw a blood clot, then that could be a stroke. So that's what they're watching for. That's what they're concerned with. And really, there's not a whole lot we can do about that because unless they go ahead and put me, do a pacemaker and a defibrillator, cardioversion defibrillator. So it's down the road a ways, so we're not going to get excited about that yet. Other than that, I've been extremely busy, and I keep getting busier. I got more and more bigger jobs coming up. People want bigger things done. My problem is I don't say no. Because we've got a retirement plan, but it's I'm going to be 60 in February, so we're looking at the retirement years, and I intend to be around till I'm 67. So we're stocking some money away and getting things prepared for that, and I want to keep doing that and keep pushing for that, and try to meet those goals and go from there. Then I can retire and probably live for another 2-3 years. The intention is I'm not going to retire from the power dam. I will keep doing this because, I come down and spend a couple hours a day and about 25 hours a week, and I can 25 hours a week is I'm doing extra things that I really don't have to do that could just be spend a day doing it and get it done, or like mow. It doesn't have to look like a park. I like it to look clean and neat, but it doesn't have to. It's an industrial site in the woods. But that being said, that's and if I don't have anything else to do, I can putter around here all day long. So that's my, and I really truly don't believe that I could retire. I don't. I'd have to have something to do. Now I may not do plumbing and heating, and I may not be playing in septic tanks, but I can do other things. I can come down here and putter around all day long and do just fine. Or until they tell me I can't do no more, then we'll go from there. But I'm fine, and I'll do it. I'm going on my 9th year working here, and it is probably the best job I've ever had in my life. I enjoy it, and there are days where, like any other job, you just can't stand it no more. But I get challenged with the operation, and yes, I make 2 trips down here every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Other than when I'm on vacation, I take time off to go on vacation. But other than that, it's not a bad gig. So I don't plan on going anywhere. So you figure the 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, 21 hours a week. I'm happy. So other than that, I think that's pretty much. Sarah and the babies have moved out there. They're now living with Donna for a little bit. Then they're getting a place of their own, and so they no longer live with us. 2 boys are still there. Lee and Michael are living with us. Michael we hardly ever see. He kind of comes and goes, stays in his room, and darts out the door. Lee works with me, so I see him all the time. Although he is on the 14th, he's taking the MEPS test for the Marine Corps, and he has a potential deployment of the 1st of September. So I'll be back doing everything by myself, but that's okay. I've got a couple bigger projects that we're going to be working on to try to get it wrapped up before he leaves. But nothing terrible. I mean, I've got a one house that I'm working on that I'll be starting on. Other than that, we've been doing a lot of electrical stuff here lately because there's no electricians in the area. Well, there are. Let me rephrase that. There are electricians in the area, but both of them are really backed up. And the other guy does electrical, plumbing, heating, and carpentry. So and he does a good job, but he's just so busy. And that's the story of all of them. They're so busy. We've been doing some smaller electrical projects. Repair this outlet, repair that outlet. The other day we put in a new panel in a little camp. It's just in a 600 square feet camp, so it's tiny. But it's kind of weird. It's an association, and these were little cottages in the association. So they had a main breaker that ran everything, and then everybody had a sub panel in their camps. And so we replaced the sub panel. We put a couple extra outlets in. Put a water heater in. Repiped the water lines. But it sounds like it's a big job, but it really wasn't. And so we got that done. Then we went. Now we put a vanity light in with a switch in the bathroom, and we're moving an outlet, and then we're going to start a project with a. Well, we've got another one that's got. We lost a line from one outlet to another outlet around the sink, so we're gonna fish that and do that on tomorrow. Actually, we got a septic system to look at first, so we'll do that. Then we'll go there and do that, and then I've got somebody that's got a couple drips in their system. Got to go out and look at that, try to come up with a factor on that, figure out what that's going to cost. Other than that, that's pretty much where we're at. So it's been busy. It's good. Everybody's healthy. Juanita's doing really well with her knee. Foggy days like this, foggy mornings, foggy nights, really bother her. She's not sure whether that's the varicose vein issues now. Instead of knee issues, but she can walk better, she can drive again. So yesterday she had a hair appointment, so she went down for that. They ran out to Indiana to pick up Barb, and then came back. Her and Donna, so they did that the other day, and so she spent lots of time in the car, and not a good scenario for either of us. I can't make that kind of trip in a weekend anymore. I have to take time and spend time, get out of the car, walk around, get some blood flowing again, and I just don't want to. So, anyways. That's where we're at. That's how things are going right now. I'll try to keep you posted with other things that are happening. But if not, you guys take care of yourselves and those around you, because really, that is all we have. I'll talk to you later.